Hello viewers, welcome to Tradabulls. So Nifty closed above 24,200 mark. Finally, October month was ended with bearish plus plus signal, and Bank Nifty also ended with bearish plus plus. IT also ended with bearish plus plus. Fin Nifty ended with bearish plus. Mid cap also ended with bearish plus plus, and Reliance also ended with bearish plus plus. So as per chart, today's monthly candle closed above 24,200 mark and also closed above the long term trend, which is somewhere at 24,050 level. And only one bad thing is the candle was closed below last month's low. So September low was somewhere 24,753 and October low was somewhere 24,074. So finally, October month closed with bearish candle, and technically there are 2-3 patterns formed. Number one, evening star. So generally evening stars formed at end of the trends, and these two are indicating some bearishness, either dark cloud cover or some bearish engulfing. So even when we compare the same kind of candle last time when the candle was closed previous month's low below. So this is the candle, same in October 2023, the previous 3 candles low was closed below. So July, August, September 2023 also similar kind of situation. So the candle, October candle was closed below previous month's candle low, and this month also it was closed below previous month's low below. And only one important thing, so last October also it touched that main trend, that is long-term trend, and even this month also in October 2024 also formed similar kind of pattern, almost all touched that long-term trend. So 24,050 would be the great support for the markets. So as and when it closes below, we may expect some further downfall. And other major indices, Bank Nifty, it didn't close below last month's low, and still it is maintaining the upper trend, and IT was closed below last month's low. So major impact from IT. So last month low was somewhere 41,614. So today's close somewhere 40,500 mark. Even in Reliance also it's closed below last month's low. Not only last month, Reliance closed below almost all 8 months low. So 8 months low. So only almost all near to 2024 lows. So 2024 low was somewhere 1284. So this month low and closing value was 1332. So Reliance was very bearish candle, high bearish candle, and one more thing, long-term trend also broken, and this month candle closed below the long-term trend also. So Reliance, huge impact. So that's why Nifty was almost all close to long-term trend. And as per our application, today's candlestick view, Nifty opened at somewhere 23.6% of yesterday's range, and from there it was fallen almost all minus 61.8%, which is 24,172 level. And here also in weekly candle from 24,346 to 24,173 level, and even in 1 hour candle also 24,171 is minus 38.2%. So the recent low also it was indicated 24,171. Even in our technicals also it was indicated 24,000 171. So 24,171. Even in our yesterday's analysis, we clearly mentioned that the next probable number would be 24,171. So exactly today it almost all touched that level. So next, Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty closed below 52,000 mark. Even yesterday also it's closed 52,000 mark, and today also it's closed below 52,000 mark. And IT also it's more than 3% fall today, 1261 points net to net loss. So finally it's closed below 40,500 mark, and almost all first 2 hours huge damage, and from there it was consolidation. So coming to sentiment wise, so today 37 out of 50 were closed on negative side and 13 out of 50 are closed positive. Majorly Infosys, ICICI Bank, TCS, Reliance, HCL Tech and Bharti Airtel. And positive side, L&T saved a lot. So L&T contributed 56 points, and Cipla contributed 17 points upside. So both L&T and Cipla almost all 70 to 75 points positive side contribution. Otherwise, Nifty may fall down another 50 to 60 points. Coming to weekly's data, so 17 out of 50 were closed negative and 33 out of 50 were closed positive. So majorly downside, IT, Infosys, TCS and Bharti Airtel, HCL Tech and Axis Bank. So weekly wise, no much fall. So it's almost all flat closing. And monthly data, it's 44 out of 50 were closed on negative. So major damage from Reliance, Infosys, HUL, M&M and TCS. So positive side, only ICICI Bank, SBI, so around 26 to 28 points. So Bank Nifty, so 8 out of 12 were closed on negative side and 4 out of 12 are closed on positive side. Bandhan Bank, HDFC Bank are positive. So major damage from ICICI Bank and Axis Bank. So this week, so 9 out of 12 were closed on positive side, majorly positive side contributor by ICICI Bank, SBI and Federal Bank. So Axis Bank around 132 points down on weekly candle. So net to net around 700 points up, which is 1.35% up. So as per this month, 7 out of 12 were closed on negative and 5 out of 12 were closed on positive. Majorly SBI, ICICI Bank and Federal Bank positive side contributors, and the negative side IndusInd Bank, Kotak Bank. So major damage from IndusInd Bank. So it's 750 points fall out of 1500 points. So 50% of the damage from IndusInd Bank. So net to net it's 1500 points, which is around 3% down. So half of the damage from IndusInd Bank. So coming to IT, so IT no counters positive side, all were closed on negative, and even weekly also 9 out of 10 were closed on negative. Only Wipro positive because of the results, and this month 7 out of 10 were closed on negative, only 3 positive side. So Coforge, Tech Mahindra and Wipro were closed on positive side. So index top 10s. So 8 out of 10 closed on negative side for intraday, and 5 out of 10 were closed on negative for weekly data, and 7 out of 10 were closed on negative for monthly data. So major damage from Reliance only, and Reliance, Infosys and Bharti Airtel, TCS. So coming to Bank Nifty, 7 out of 10 were closed on negative, 4 out of 10 were neutral and 6 out of 10 were closed negative. So even banks also somewhat little bit negative side only. IT, 10 out of 10 for intraday, 8 out of 10 were weekly and 6 out of 10 were closed on negative. So all 3 time frames closed on negative side. So coming to options data. So these are the candlesticks and trader view important levels, and OI change also So for both Nifty and Bank Nifty, we have clearly OI change. As per OI change, so today we have 24,250 was the resistance and 24,150 was the support. So coming to heat maps. So today Cipla was up by around 9.5%, L&T was around 6.5%, Dr. Reddy was around 2%. Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, TCS, Infosys, Wipro, all IT counters from the Nifty 50 were down from 2% to 4.5%. So major damage from IT. And weekly, so weekly Adani Enterprise was up by around 9.5%, L&T was around 9%. And Tech Mahindra, Infosys, HCL Tech, Maruti, Bajaj Auto, Tata Motors, so around 3.5% to 6.5% fall. Majorly IT and auto sectors were hugely fallen. And monthly, so this month only SBI was up by 4%. So next ICICI, Tech Mahindra, Wipro and ICICI Bank 1.5% to 2%. So major damage from IndusInd Bank, Bajaj Auto, so more than 20% to 27% down. So coming to previous range percentage, so none of the candles closed above last month's high, and almost all, more than 50% of the companies closed below last month's low. So all these negative side, whatever companies closed, all these were closed below last month's low. More than 28 companies closed below last month's low. None of the companies closed above last month's high, and more than 28 companies closed below last month's low. So with this data, we may expect some further fall from the Nifty also. So two important levels for Nifty. So 24,550 and 24,050. So 24,050 and 24,550. So either side breakout is required. So 24,050, if it closes below that level, so we may expect some further downside. And if it 24,550, if it breaks upside, so we may expect some mean reversion. So 26,277 was the all-time high, and 24,074 was the low point of the latest swing. So altogether 2,200 points. So 50% of the mean reversion is 1,100 points. So from 24,074 to 1,100 points, it would be 25,175 is the mean reversion. If market breaks 24,550 and closes above, we may expect 25,175 level. Otherwise, market, if it closes below 24,050, so we may expect till 23,650 level, which is 10% of the recent high. So 23,650 would be the 10% of the recent high. So we may expect another 400 to 500 points if it breaks 24,050 level. And if it closes above 24,550, we may expect another 500 to 600 points upside. So that's all about today's analysis. We'll meet on next analysis. Thank you so much.